Greetings, my movie ghouls. We are back for our 5th annual Halloween countdown. What are you looking at?
Now.
5th year in a row? Yeah. 5th year, we're back. We've got some new horror films, scary films to talk about. And tonight, we're starting with Dawn of the Dead, directed by George A. Romero, 1978. So this is one of my favourite films growing up. I haven't watched it for a fair few years now, but you watched it. We watched it.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think of it? Because I know what you think of it. So tell everyone else what you think of it.
Honestly, and again, I know there's loads of people who love this type of genre and B-movie.
Bear in mind, it kicked off the horror genre. Well,
kicked off the zombie stuff. I don't like
modern horror.
I don't like zombie stuff. So I actually remember watching this film when I was a little kid, because we were allowed to watch anything in my house.
I think you were back then, though.
Yeah. And I don't remember it all, and I remember being like really scared, but also thinking how awesome it would be to be like in a. We didn't really have big stores in the UK, but not where we live anyway.
Like
that. And I can just remember thinking how amazing it'd be to be stuck in a shopping mall, like centre and free for all.
Yeah.
I pretty much hate this film. Didn't enjoy it at all. Acting, whilst it's terrible, yes, it's a B movie. But I didn't enjoy it, and nothing about these sort of films scare me. And I know, like now, they're not really meant to. They're very tongue-in-cheek. But
well,
you analyse films a lot more than I do.
Well, no,
I don't.
I
just like to sit and zone out. Or, if it's something really interesting and really clever, I like that. With this, I just zoned out to the point I wasn't really watching it.
I think this is possibly the best of the trilogy. I think a lot of people look at Day of the Dead for that, but I suppose Night of the Living Dead kicked it off, but I think this one is the one that solidified everything. It brought in the tropes. You look at something like The Walking Dead, this is the one that they've taken off. This is the one where they're secluded, they're on their own, they're looking after themselves, but it turns out it's not the zombies who are the problem, it's the other humans, and that's the thing that seems to have followed throughout. And I think you can see with all three of them that there was a journey for the zombies where they were going, but in this one you see where the humans are going. And even though you didn't like it, we looked at each other at the beginning of the film, didn't we? When we're in the studio and you've got scientists talking, and then you've got in the background, who have you got? The idiots who don't believe or don't listen. It was done in 1978.
You can't vaccinate me, man.
It's 1978, and yet it resonates with things that are happening now.
I think it's amazing. We don't want to get too sidetracked because we can't try to keep these shorter, but it's amazing that for years, all of us have watched films and gone, nobody is that like that. What a pack of idiots. You wouldn't act like that. In real life, it wouldn't happen. The most terrifying thing is it's proving...
Especially over the last 18 months.
Nearly 2 years now. It's 18 months, sorry. It's proven, it just feels like 10 years, that
we are idiots.
We're not, because we're sensible.
Right,
but pretty much, 85% of the population?
Yeah, but it's just strange that nothing's moved on from then.
No.
The commentary in the film is there, and it still resonates today.
Yeah, it's not for me. I mean, we haven't really talked about what it is. It's a classical zombie film. They're stuck in the middle of, they're all from different places. They end up in a shopping centre, and that is the biggest part, and they try to survive. And absolutely not for me. Not my type of film. I don't enjoy B movies, so I'm never going to like something like this. The best part of the film. The most realistic acting part is towards the end when the other gang, the rival gang or whatever it is, gets in, and there's quite a biggish lad in his swimming shorts, I believe,
Zombie,
and he falls over into the fountain, and it's the most realistic part of the acting.
He just sort of turns, gets shot in the head, turns.
Really goes for it.
Yeah, and it's not like he
he
could have hurt himself.
Yeah.
It looks really good.
Yeah, and then there was a couple of parts that made me giggle just because of the strange references. Suppose it's back in the day, 1978.
You're talking about like the blood pressure machine.
The blood pressure machine. And they called each other, like, what was it, Flyboy and
He flies
baby.
a helicopter.
Kept calling each other baby.
But it was the 70s.
It's very strange. Not for me.
I liked it.
What we doing, pumpkins?
Oh, pumpkins every year. Pumpkins. How many pumpkins are you going to give it?
Out of
5.
5. Oh, I hate 5.
Why 5?
2 for me.
2?
And that's
ridiculous. I'm gonna go straight in right away. I'm gonna give it 5 pumpkins because it is good. I enjoyed it. It's not scary anymore because I'm an adult and I'm not scared of zombies. What? Because I think it's really well. It is well made. There's a lot of like you say, bad acting, but I think it goes with the territory, and I think look at the special effects.
I'll tell you what else was good. The karate kick at the kung fu kick.
When he decides that he wants to live at the end.
Yeah, when he's like resigned himself to the fact he didn't want to live anymore, and then he changed his mind, ran up the ladder.
But there's scenes as well where they're living together, they're surviving together, but they absolutely hate each other. And like you pointed out,
I love feeling.
We're still alive. So far.
So
But like there's a zoom out on them. They're in bed together. They're both
look like
naked.
mannequins.
They look like mannequins from the shopping centre.
Yeah.
And they absolutely hate each other. So what they surviving for? It's great. It's great. It is good. That's why 5.
Okay.
That was Dawn of the Dead. We didn't really talk about the film.
No, we didn't. It's because it was so bad.
It's not that bad.
It is. It's awful.
Good. All right. Look at the other bit. How much was taken to make Shaun of the Dead?
We've already done it. We're trying to do shorter ones.
All right. We'll go.
Yeah, we're going to go. Don't start. I know Shaun of the Dead uses all this stuff. Can't touch Shaun of the Dead. That's more for me. This is not. That's just my opinion. Awful film. People like you.
What do you mean, people like me?
People like you like this sort of thing. I don't.
It was good. She's wrong. Oh, I've started that early. Right. Anyway, we'll be back tomorrow with I Have a List. Midnight Mass. Has anyone watched it on Netflix? We'll talk about it tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Sleep tight.